Okay, I think that I have everything set to go. Hello, rogues. Welcome. I see a shenan that was again. Old Man Woat, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Uh, hello, Scribbler Gaming, and hi, Librarian Liz. Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. I hope everybody had a good day. We had a lack of shenanigans earlier today, but it's all for the good. Liz, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my gosh. Yes. I see badges. I was thinking that was something else. But anyway, hi JC Thornclad, welcome. Lack of shenanigans. Yes, there was a stream earlier today that didn't happen, which is all good. Self-care is important, and sometimes people need to not stream. That's all I was referring to. Mondays don't have shenanigans until after work, just Monday stuff. Archivist Kira, there are shenanigans throughout the day sometimes, but anyway, I'm very happy that all of you are here today. It's been an interesting day. My phone has just been going nonstop with notification after notification after notification, because apparently I replied to a tweet and people have really enjoyed the reply. It's been interesting to say the least. It was a tweet about employers not letting their employees go home in advance of the gigantic snowstorm that's hitting the Midwest, and I replied something to the effect of that was just stupid, and that people, especially now after most employers have figured out how to let people work from home, that it's ridiculous not to let people go home in advance of a snowstorm, because they're not being productive at work when they're worried about whether they'll get home safely anyway. And people have really enjoyed that tweet, apparently. Otherwise, my day was filled with many, many spreadsheet works, which that sentence grammatically was not exactly where I intended it to go. But I did a lot of spreadsheet stuff today. So... yes, hashtag spreadsheet life. Yeah, so I lived in Minnesota for like a decade, and the idea of closing for snow was not a thing that happened a lot. I had a 2-hour commute each way, half hour by car, and then like an hour and a half by train. And basically it took a lot. It had to snow so much that the train stopped running for me to not report to work. The schools closed occasionally, but not like what I was used to growing up. I grew up around DC, and the ice storms there would shut things down much more easily. So Mr. Owlbear, welcome. Yes, spreadsheet life. VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is such a useful tool in spreadsheets. So, yeah. DC shuts everything down. Well, I was in Northern Virginia, and Northern Virginia did not shut everything down. They would wait and wait and wait and wait, and just because they wanted to be open if they could. And I think part of my comment in the tweet was um, that employers need to stop worrying about hours with butts in seats and worry more about the health and safety of their employees. So the prairies in Canada, things don't close until it's -40 and the brakes on cars freeze. That sounds somewhat familiar from Minnesota. They closed schools. The governor closed schools statewide one day because it was like -30 something air temperature, and the local school districts weren't doing it. And it was just like, no, it's not safe for students to go and stand and wait for the bus. So close the schools. But hi, Alice Sounds. Welcome. It's good to see you. Maryland side things shut down for less than an inch of snow sometimes. Yeah. Every place is different, and people in Minnesota used to make fun of like the southern states that would shut down when they got like a flurry. But it really depends on the amount of infrastructure that they have in place for clearing snow. And so the northern states, they've got a snow removal budget. They've got snow plows. They've got multiple operators. They've got systems in place to handle it. But the southern states, they're lucky if they have one snow plow. And if the roads get slick, they just have to shut down because it's not safe to drive around. So... yeah, gigantic snowstorm apparently in the Midwest, though. So I guess we might get some rain out here on the East Coast from it. Pacific Northwest looking forward to the inevitable 2-week citywide closure for 3/4 of an inch of snow. Yeah, so that, if I understand correctly, that would be west of the mountains. Because if you're east of the mountains, you're basically in a desert and you don't really get that much. Just from what I hear from people that I know that live out in like Seattle. Yeah, lots more hills. And so I live in a mountainous area right now, and if we get snow, like the back roads are not safe to drive. Yeah, Eastern Washington gets more snow, but they're prepared for it. It's because they get more snow, so they budget for it. Anyway, snow is an appropriate topic for today, because today's game is more Never Alone, which is the one that highlights Alaskan indigenous peoples' folklore, and so there's a lot of snow in the game. It is a very beautiful game. But yeah, that is the plan, is to play a little bit more of that today, see how far we get. You'll note that I have named Monday. I adjusted from last week when I tried to call it Monday Mystery Mischief, which I could not say in that order. So it is Mystery Mischief Monday. And generally that just means I will probably have a game that I'm trying to work through, but I may also just toss in something else. It depends on how I feel after working all day. Today I feel like doing more of this game, but who knows? You may end up with some Stardew or something on a Monday, because I might not be able to tackle whatever game I'm playing. Anyway, I'm gonna switch over to the game screen, I think, if I can remember which buttons do what. Yes, the adjectives needed to be in the right order. Also, there was a request on Saturday that I add a channel command for changing hats. So there is a channel command now called Hat Trick if you really want me to change the hat that's on my head. Let's see. I have this one. This is what I want. And of course, as soon as I mention it, Librarian Liz has redeemed Hat Trick. I have a variety of hats, but none of you know what they are. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna pick one. Also... Oh, sorry, Scribbler Gaming. redeemed hat trick, and then Liz redeemed hat trick. So I have a couple of options, but for now I'm just gonna pick one at random. They're in a pile below me. I'm gonna duck down, I'll switch hats, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so first hat change. This one's an actual, like, Irish hat from Ireland. No, it's a redemption. Roll dice for hats. I will probably have to build a list of the hats in the into the channel command. I just haven't done it yet. I have... You're asking how many hats? I have lots of hats. Currently sitting next to me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 12 hats on the floor next to me right now. So they are not currently numbered, but they do not all look like this. There's a wide variety of the Gorin Brothers hat that I had on at the beginning of the stream. I have similar hats in various colors, but then I have some other interesting ones, and I have one that's definitely a ghost hat because of the green screen behind me. Roll a d12. But there were 2 redemptions, so I can't keep this one on for very long. I'm going to have to change this hat too. Let's see here. And yes, I am ducking out of frame to change the hat because I wear the hat because I'm bald and it makes me very uncomfortable because I miss my hair. So you don't get to see me bald, but you do get to see the hats. This one looks like Bernie's gloves. And I think this hat was a good choice for this game. So that's why it's in the stack today. All right. There is music for this game. I have the music off at the moment because it was playing in my ears even if you couldn't hear it, so I turned the music off. Also, I guess last week there were some moments where the game was like stuttering and stuff. So if that happens, let me know and I will try adjusting the video settings down to see if it makes a difference. Whatever makes me comfortable. But yeah, so talking about a snowstorm, and this was when it got really cold in Minnesota, I would wear this hat along with a hood, and so it seemed like a good hat for today. But again, if you really want me to switch hats, there is a channel command for that. So I'm going to click on continue. Although Kunkusayuka was a good hunter during clear weather, the blizzardy weather simply was not a time to hunt. Also, I forgot on Saturday to turn on the captions, so can someone tell me if the captions are on? Hi, Orangitis! Welcome, welcome! I love seeing all the bicockets in chat. The bicocket is the hat. I do not currently own one of those, and now, because it is the subscriber badge, I'm going to have to buy a bicocket. Yes, okay, good. Because I completely forgot to turn them on Saturday, and nobody told me, and I didn't realize until after the stream was done. So... All right. I do not remember what we were attempting to do. Also, I think it moved us back to a checkpoint. Oh, this is the swingy one. The video is stuttering. Okay. Options. Settings. Funny antiquated names. Yes. Resolution, full screen, subtitles, advanced settings. All right. They have a... Whoops. This is not especially easy to do because it's all with the joystick, and when I try to go left or right... Alright, I'm going to switch it to the performance settings. We'll see how that changes things. It won't be quite as pretty, but hopefully it won't stutter. Back to game. So yeah, a little less gorgeous, but I think it's still a pretty game. Just, it removes some of the textures, so hopefully it won't be stuttering anymore. Also, I'm gonna... So the computer that I've been using for streaming is one that I got for Christmas, and it was a pre-built. I'm going to be upgrading at some point by adding some additional memory and additional RAM, so that games like this won't hopefully stutter like that in the future. Uh-oh. This... Go down. I actually remember how things work in the game. That is amazing, considering that I have not touched this since last Monday. Uh-oh. I have to go this way. And all the way to the top. Oh. She fell. And that is my fault. I know what I did wrong. We did this before. I did this at the very end of the stream last week. I just don't remember exactly how I solved it. There we go. And then, do I remember how to use the bolo? There it is. And I still have just an aim that is just as bad as before with the bolo. Okay. Where do I go from here? Ah, okay. Probably should face the right direction, I think. So how was everybody's work day? Or not work day, school day, whatever you were doing. How was your day? I don't know how to get the fox up there. Water. Oh, off work until the government opens casinos again. I think a lot of people are in similar to where you're kind of stuck until things open up again, which is definitely a concern. That's part of why we need the support checks, and to look at how our society functions. But see, I have to go to work every day because I work in higher education, and we've been open basically the entire time. A full day zoning out and being lazy. Current local unemployment is 11%. Welcome, Galvanic Sage. I read it and I couldn't say it. Galvanic Sage. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure where I'm going. Oh. Can I shoot the bolo through the water? Probably not. Thank you, Scribbler. Zoom class was a lot. Got a lot of assignments done. Yeah, I'm not a huge platform gamer, but this has been not too bad so far. I don't know what I need to do. What's up here? And I did, Galvanic Stage, I did turn down the, oh, I needed to jump. I turned down the graphics settings, so it's actually prettier than what you're seeing now. It was just causing some issues with the stream, so I had to turn it down. I think just because my computer, while my computer can play it, doing that and streaming at the same time was a little much. Whoa! And we got another video. So I'm going to turn this on. You're not hearing the video? That is a problem. Oh. Thank you. I will play it again, because you should be able to hear it. Apparently, I had desktop audio turned off, so you weren't hearing the game at all. And I am very sorry about that. Can you hear it now?
I think most central to the ideology of the Inupiat is the idea of sharing.
Being able to feed the community, feed others. That's why we hunt. You know, in the old days, that's what you needed to survive, you know.
The sharing is important because it's how the community survives together collectively.
We just give. That's how I grew up. That's the way I'm always gonna be. Because of who we are, we always think about other people first.
If our people didn't share in the old days, we wouldn't have survived in this harsh, climate, environment.
Sorry, there are a lot of details to pay attention to in streaming, and I just didn't even notice that I never turned on the desktop audio. So that was my bad. Ready for the water slide. Or not. There was no water slide for her. So I'm uncertain how she gets up there. Yeah, I have yet to experience the stream just stopping for no apparent reason. I am terrified of when that happens because I won't know what to do. Also, I've been lucky so far that I've just, I've only been streaming for a short time, but hydrate. I will do that in 1 second. I've been streaming for a short time. We get thunderstorms here, and all of our electrical cables are above ground, so occasionally the that didn't help. Occasionally the power will just go out, so I fully expect that someday that's going to happen while I'm streaming. There doesn't appear to be anything up on this side, so maybe I wasn't supposed to come over here at all. We shall go back up top and see if I missed something. I love the spirits, and they follow the little Arctic box, and just the design of all of it is so pretty. Break the ice, maybe? Break the ice. Also, the ice caves that we're in right now are inside of a whale, a giant whale. For anyone who was not here last time. And there's Mubot has dropped in chat information about the game. This was put together to highlight some actual cultural stories of Alaska indigenous people, specifically the Iñupiaq, and they worked with them to put that together. The Alaska's the Cook Inlet Tribal Council basically created their own gaming company and worked with an established gaming company to make this game. And then there's a plan for additional culturally inspired games like this in the future.
Akaberom kingamegom. Sublorak akaberom silamon. Ila kataktuak silamon. Tipinerak sanganut nunaken.
One day he wondered, what is causing the weather to be like this anyway? Robert Cleveland, Nasruk. Most of the quotes have been from Robert Cleveland, if I remember correctly. Ooh, another owl. The owls bring the videos.
We have Big Diamond, Little Diamond, and King Island. And in those 3 islands are the stepping stones to get to America.
So King Island is this absolutely beautiful place off the coast of Alaska. And if you can imagine being on this really kind of rocky island that kind of shoots up from the water to these cliffs. And then all of a sudden you see these stilts, and then you look up and there are these houses.
They were built on the cliff up high because of the ice. Being an island in the Bering Sea, you have ice that's being pushed by the winds onto the island. So it's going to pile up 50, 60 feet high. Structures are still there today, and people have returned to King Island. It's a growing community as the people return back to their island.
stilt houses are really interesting. I didn't know that they had stilt houses up north like that. I knew about like stilt houses in places like down south, like Louisiana area, that they would build stilt houses in those places for flooding purposes.
Inŋitchuŋa Inŋitchuŋa. Tainaptaaq pingabulugo. Iviaqsiaqaruallum aimaaqaviatum.
But building stilt houses to accommodate ice flows that are coming onto land is something I had never thought about before. Oh no! Also, I am not this good of a platformer. I just happen to be doing okay with it. But generally not this good at platformers. Apparently, the Arctic fox can't jump on that. There we go. Alright, up the ladder.
Kigorajat paumaaqtitkaat nunaaqqeq.
Oh, I have to remember what button that is. Oh, that. This one. King Island is teeny, according to Google Maps. I'll have to... Oh, it's gonna slide without me. Okay. It looked like a pretty decently sized island. Interesting that it is small. Probably don't have to worry about getting the fox up there. It'll probably follow on its own, but... We'll see. Platforms that force you to immediately move off of them. Rayman vibes. I've never actually played Rayman. If you zoom out to get context, it disappears in 2 clicks. 1 mile square. Wow. Did we get another? We didn't. Where did the owl go? And also, I can't get over that pole that the owl was standing on. I am uncertain as to how to proceed. I will try going left. Let's see. I've seen Rayman, I've just never played it myself. I wonder if I have to get both of us over there in order to move forward. There we go. Ah! That was not quite what I wanted. Now can you come with me? Yes. Okay, I had to save both of us. Ooh, this is the art. I think for the Twitch channel, it shows this this graphic. The Twitch category does.
When I was young, my mom, whenever the Northern Lights came out, she'd just whistle.
Boy, they come alive. Just keep whistling and that aurora will just like, you can almost hear it.
And then she explained to me a little bit later that those are children, and children who've passed away when they were children. You don't want to draw them in too much, is what she said, because then they could play football with your head, play Eskimo football, and that's what they want to do. They're always playing, those children up there.
Don't play out without your hood on. If you don't have your hood on, the aurora person is going to come down and chop your head off and play ball with your head.
It wasn't like they were trying to do bad, or it was like a scary story or anything like that. It was just, that's how it was. That's what it was.
Okay. It sounds like a lot of children's stories, honestly. Liz, enjoy your lurk. I hope that dinner preparations go well.
Kiroyat silyaagahuting silyamet. Iba halaksut nalaka nilay tyonik. Dukpanan.
Okay, so the aurora is potentially dangerous. One can certainly freeze your ears off. Hoods are good. That is true. The aurora creatures are so cute. I wasn't expecting them to be potential dangers. It auto-saved, so now I'm worried. The art's tight. Oh no! It caught me. Aurora goes to nightmares. Look, I love the art on this. It's really well done, and even at this lower the lower resolution that I set it to, it's still really pretty. I think they did a really good job with it. Oh no. This will be interesting. Now I'm feeling the platformer. Be able to progress to the right until I manage to get... I forget her name. Until I manage to get her up there. Oh. It's a good thing it autosaved for me earlier. Galvanic Sage, thank you for following. Let's try this again. I am uncertain what I am intended to do. Let's see. Aurora ghosts are scary. Nuna, thank you. I feel like I've got to take Nuna over from... Am I supposed to swing on the ropes, maybe? And that broke things before, but... Not this time, it looks like. Can I climb the rope? I can. Oh, a friendly owl to give me another story. If I don't die. I made the fox sad. Let's see. You do need to climb. So I have to be up there. Oh, is Mr. Owlbear in chat? Or, oh, you said Mr. Owl. Sorry. There's a viewer named Mr. Owlbear, and I saw a Kickstarter that Archivist Kira shared with me for a plush owlbear, and I was going to mention it to them. But you were talking about the Tootsie Pops. But also, there's a Kickstarter for a plush owlbear. So, if you like owlbears at all, there are plush owlbears being made. It's already funded. And they didn't seem too terribly expensive, like $35 maybe? For an owlbear that you can hug and love. I timed this poorly last time. Yes, $35 is expensive when you are unemployed. That is certainly true.
In the month of November, there's no sun. So during that dark time, we travel by the light of the moon. It's quite different. Everything was silver and black. Toward the horizon, we could see where caribou are because their body heat flowing upward, and we could see it glowing in the moonlight against a dark horizon where there's no stars. If somebody yelled, you could know who yelled from where the sound came from, but specifically where that cloud of their breath went up and it glowed in the moonlight. So that was a good time to travel. It was very surrealistic. And so things that were dark objects look very close, and white objects look very far.
to now? I don't know where to go. Nope. Get up here. It doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go from here. So was this just to get the owl? Yeah, the heat refraction for hunting, that is amazing. I would not have thought that that would work like that, but I guess having been in cold places, I do recall, like, the heat from people's breaths having a little bit of a glow from the light at certain times of day. So I suppose it makes sense. It's just stuff that I never would have had to think of, so it never occurred to me. I think I need to bring the box onto the platform. Oh. Yep. Not going to be able to make that jump. I love the little Arctic fox. Another box. Which direction do I want this box to go? I think it doesn't make sense that it would go over here. So let's push it the other way. The fox. Okay. Can't push it that way. So we'll push it the other way, and ouch. Well, prepare your butt for more clenching. Okay. It's such a big fall. I don't know how to let go. There we go. What did that get me? I have a confused. Let me try this. Aha! They are different weights, apparently. Oh, I'm like, I can't stay there. The Aurora people will kill me. Holy mackerel. I am amazed that they did not get her. Also, I still think that they're absolutely cute, and I don't want them to be bad guys. And the wind is picking up again. Cute and terrifying.
Ibeaksiagalualubulo, teriganniabulo. Hatkin matko imnak. Aganik pakimnya. Suangasipsahuni. Utingat.
Broken down places. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the reminder. Oh dear. So the laying down I am doing in response to the wind. Uh-oh. I fell. Climbing up rickety old structures brings you back to your childhood. In some senses, mine as well, although it was mostly broken down old barns for me. They weren't quite this rickety, though. Although the corn crib on my grandfather's farm was definitely rickety, and we were not supposed to be in there. There were way too many chances to encounter a rusty nail. And we slide. The spirits. The spirits are so nice. I love that they follow the fox. That sounded like a bird. What? No! No! The evil guy... Oh. I suppose I will throw the bullet at him? Or try to? I'll give you the bullet, just not the way that you want me to. No! What? I was not either, Alice. It's not loading, I just haven't pressed the button to move on yet. And Scribbler, I saw the note about the game volume. Let me know if it happens again and I will adjust. Or if I encounter a lot more wind, I'll bump the volume down. I did not expect that. Especially because when you're playing as a 2-player game, that's one of the 2 players. So just game mechanics wise, I was nowhere ready for that.
Teriganneaq allanngorruni magitqissaq. Naagga taannaittuaq ataramik.
So the fox is now a spirit. Still was not ready for the fox to die like that. We just got another animal spirits.
We're taught that there's no hierarchy. It's not everything else and then man, humans on top, and they're separate from everything. We're taught that everything is equal and that all the animals have a human form or can be seen in a human form. And so they have just as much or more intelligence. In fact, have a lot to teach people. And so that's how these transformations can happen. It's if the animal wants you to see it in its human form. There's a story where a man comes up to an ice hole and then realizes there's another man in his parka that's got stuck in the net, and is just stuck like that. Oh, can you let me out? Please help me, And so then he lets the man out, but then realizes that was actually a seal. That was a seal man. And just because that seal wanted that help, that seal allowed itself to be seen in human form.
Hold X? What is it? Ooh. Okay, that's new. You wouldn't be able to swim that fast.
Kulangi napaqtut nunangat. Teriganneam qiniqtitkay qanutut peqpaqanaqtilaangisuli ikayuiruat ilitqutchich.
I don't want to fall off. We are high above the forest floor. I don't want to fall down. Come this this way, spirit. Try again. Is there another one? Maybe I can bring it down from here. Huh. How is it with the wind? I can adjust the volume if I need to. I know what I need to do and I just realized it, so. Use the wind.
Napaktud inyungit salap kehutig pakalagat derigan neak. Suli ikayo hulu nibeak siya kalwaluk igilagan eh.
Even though I'm a spirit, I still can't fly through things. So. And getting the spirit things to follow me, now that I'm not the fox, I have to manually pull them. Which is, I guess, a little bit more for the fox character to do. Which direction do you want to move? You want to move this way. I guess I was not supposed to go that way. This way. Pull this one down. Okay, I'm really bad at aiming the bolo. I know that. Okay, apparently aiming it was not what I needed to do at that moment. To grow up, maybe? Jump with the wind. There we go. Couple things to try here. Looks like we are headed down from here. And I still missed. I have really bad aim. Also, not the easiest thing in the world to aim this. Uncertain about where I'm headed now. That's where I just came from. I cannot make that jump without wind. Pull this out. This has actually been one of the trickier puzzles. And I think I just died. See, I feel like there's got to be something with... Because I break that ice, but then I can't get over there. So... I guess breaking the ice is just to get that. Okay. I'm going to fish it closer because I am very bad at aiming that bola. Right. So I believe we're headed down from here. Aha! Oops. Let's just drop off this side and to you. I love the little caws. Ooh, I hear an owl. Uh-oh. I got too far away as the spirit boy. Okay. At least now I have a general sense of what I'm doing. Third time's the charm, right? Pesky spirits and their whims, yes indeed. At least I'm playing single player and I can't blame anyone else for it. Because I would probably be blaming whoever I was playing with if I was playing this multiplayer. I'd be like, why did you move so far away? Well, I don't have anyone to blame. It's all my fault. Now, bring the platform, but don't go too far. There. We're gonna have wind jumps again. All that just to get through this little gap. All the way up and over. Oh dear. Apparently I have to place the platform for me to land on, and jumping was the wrong button there. Okay. Here we go. Bola. Spirit. Where's the platform? Go down. Ah, here it is. So the control scheme for the bola is literally the right joystick, and you hold it in one direction to prep, and then you move it in another direction to move it, or to throw it, and it doesn't make for very accurate aim. At least not for me, it doesn't. It was dangerous to travel at any distances. All one could see was a mess of white, swirling snow. Robert Cleveland, Nasruk. Okay, where to now? There's a platform there. There's ice to break on the left. Looks like it really hurts. Ooh, there's ground. That would be water. Water is not a good thing at this point. Aha. Bring the spirit out. We have awakened the tree. We have fully awakened the tree. Let's up a little bit here. I have a feeling that we are timed and we are chasing that tree. Because I can still hear it. Oh. Apparently not. It waited for us. Well, I didn't intend to do that. Okay, put my control. That's what I want. Don't get too far. Why did I do that? It seemed like the right thing to do, but now it doesn't seem like it was the right thing to do. Ah, there we go. This is a dangerous trip to the Inŋitchuŋa. Yes. Up? Okay, that one wants to go up, but not down. So, use the wind, Nuna. Use... Oh. It does need to go up before I jump. And then we use the force of the wind to help us jump. Because I had to make a use the force reference once I started to say the phrase. Whoa! Switch down. I appreciate that it isn't just that she's an amazing jumper, but also that the spirits help her and the wind helps her, and so it's not like she has superpowers or anything. She's just interacting with the spirits around to succeed on her quest. And I really appreciate that. Uh-oh, I jumped too soon. A very dangerous trip to the Entombed. I have died quite a bit more since we got to this section. The difficulty level of the game has gone up a little bit. Was that another bot, Kira? Or I saw something happened earlier. Am I getting bots in the chat? Interesting. Today's the first day that I've really had anything like that happen, so... But also fire means the bad guy. Run. Oh dear. So don't run through the fire. She is not Buffy and cannot walk through the fire. Fire equals bad, yes. Oh. Ah! My reactions are not super great, but also I'm not doing too poorly. No! Go, go, go! One touch from him and I die. It's the bad touch. Alright. Jump the fire, switch to the spirit, raise the thing, switch to her, jump the fire. Jump the fire. Bola. Run. This is definitely a platforming obstacle course section. Switch, raise, switch. But also, I feel like this would be easier if it was 2 people playing. That is boss battle. I had not realized that was boss battle. I also did not do well at boss battle. Let us see. Okay. I think I should just leave the platform there and move her when the fireball comes. Nope. Okay. Switch. Start. I understand what I'm trying to do now. That. And then I immediately died again. Okay. We want the fireball to come up here. Yes. Into the cold, icy water with you.
Atohologet sulleqaat ilitsatik. Nibiaqsiaqaluuluullu teriganniavulo akiiligaak inñoquluk. Inñoqulum tabra iñuusia isuhulitsoq.
Can I raise it up? I don't know what that skip was, but apparently I succeeded at the jump. We won the boss battle.
So a recurring type of character in Inupiaq stories is the manslayer. And the manslayer is kind of this bad guy. And I think really what's at risk when the manslayer comes into story is the livelihood of individuals and the whole community. And so the manslayer is really used as a way to say, don't act only for yourself. Always hold the community in your heart. Oftentimes in these stories, there is one person that will stand up.
And what this humble person will represent, who faces that manslayer, is a return to order. a return to true living in the community. And it just takes that one person. It could just be that one person that can help to change everything. Because everyone wants to live a good life. Everyone wants to have a good community.
So it seems like we're getting close to the end of the game, since that was Insight 20 of 24. But I don't know. He approached this spot and saw that for some reason the blizzard seemed to be originating from a small tundra meadow. Robert Cleveland Nasrock. Yeah, 4 more insights, which is why I'm guessing that we're nearing the end of the game. Plus, we just had a big boss battle. Alright, loud wind again. I'm gonna adjust the the volume on the effects, and we'll drop it down to 60, and hopefully that will, because this section is going to be loud wind again, it seems like. The wind is so strong it blows the spirit around. Back to the basics that we had at the beginning. Definitely had days where stepping outside felt like hitting a brick wall. I've had a few of those, but for me it was mostly the just the cold more than the wind, and that did not work. Was the wind blowing in the other direction at that point as well? My dad has told me of times when he was in Alaska, I think it was, various places, but where he encountered wind that they literally had to hold on to things to keep them being blown away. My dad was in the Navy, and so traveled over various places. You don't live quite this far north, but you're north enough that the air can hurt your face when you're outside. I actually, strange as it's gonna sound, I kind of miss when it would get really cold in the winter in Minnesota and walking outside, like your face would hurt and your eyes would water just from how cold it was. I like cold weather, I like snow, and I kind of miss that. It's a giant ice creature.
Niverksiarolum kangit ka ibaktane. Inyuk pasumarok. Ulimak to ahalu apun. Siamittakanara. Asi pihirun mek silamun. Siamayaktitlu. Siamayaktin maung apun. Ano remakkuakariga. Asi aganiroktillu tunganun. Niverksiarolum ay makabenun. Davura kangit ka summan aganirootilanga.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting frost giants either. Orangitis, enjoy your dinner. Yeah, I will be on to watch Blood of the Void in a little bit myself. Won't be going very much longer here tonight, so. How do I get you over there? I'm afraid I won't be able to make this jump. Ooh, I made it.
Kanogulunga takpingaaniaqpik. Iviaksiaqalualuk qallaqiaqtaq. Abulait kan atautsikun majornearikbuk. Kiwa teriganneam.
Yep. Wind. No? Yeah, that worked. I can't use the bolo from here. Oh, I see. Or not. Okay. Let's try. That worked. First try! Which is definitely not my normal platforming experience to be able to do things on the first try. But I'm enjoying having that experience here today. Why did you go away? I switched controls away from it, the fox, and it flew away. Okay. Let's see here. That's the direction I wanted to go. To do this. That. And you come up. Switch there. There. Is there another one? It's not. No, no. Oh well. Wind? Ah, there's the wind. Is there more wind? That is the question. Doesn't seem like there is. Okay, what do I need to do? Ah. I think. I think this is going to be about timing. Just need the wind. Wind? No, it's not about timing. I'm just being silly and forgetting that I can manipulate these things and make it walk across the ceiling. Too far. Too fast. Oh, but I have it now. And I don't need the wind at all. Okay, this way. Come on, spirit. Join me on this side, please. Just like in cooking, you cannot rush perfection. Okay, now I need the wind. There we go. I am not a good cook. I do bake, though. Where to now? Aha. The other direction. There we go. Today I'm finishing up a pie. It's a devil's food strawberry pie. It's fully made. I did at lunchtime I dipped the strawberries in chocolate and then started letting them harden. So I've got the chocolate-covered strawberries to go on it, and I just have to make the strawberry whipped cream, because it is strawberry and devil's food. And a hat trick has been redeemed, so I will change to another hat. Let's see. How about a Greek sea captain hat? Honestly, it is much more comfortable than I've been in that stocking cap for a couple of hours now inside, and it was getting a little warm. So I am a bit thankful, actually, that you redeemed that. That to come down. There we go. Okay. Alright. I did not know that this was... Ooh, stretch. Thank you, Scribbler. Just stretch out those elbows. I did not know that this was going to end like the end of the first season of Critical Role. Climbing up inside of a giant moving creature. And sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen the first season. Where to now? I think... Yep, I can make that jump. We're getting so close! Apparently I was not supposed to jump off there. I need to jump onto his ads, I think. Not quite. And now I know why I wasn't supposed to jump off there. There were spikes below. There we go. I hit the spikes. Thankfully, it's not very punishing with the save points. I really do think that they, in part of their educational mission, they wanted to make this accessible to younger people. So I think it's a little bit easier than a lot of platformers. But I appreciate that because I'm not great at platformers. Aha. To get up there. Can't make it crawl any lower. Huh. I have to jump at the right time, and it will launch me higher. Bring this down. And it just gave me the hint. Nope. Wrong time to jump. Okay. This time, we will likely get it. I pushed the button. It just didn't register. There we go. Oh, and this is timing too.
Mayok tua kanella kami kanganon inyuk pasum. Niveak seagalualuk isum miksok shuruk raute lamenik.
Philip, if you're watching, I will probably go a little bit longer, just to see. It seems like we're near the end. If it goes past 8:30, though, I'll probably stop.
Tigilik kuminyakot kukiak ulimauta. Isumarok. Nalunay chok. Aganek pangaresil.
Steal his ads? It's so big. He looked at us. Well, that's good timing then, Philip. I just died. Oh, jump. There we go. This is so tense compared to how things have been. Oh, let's break the ice. Which direction do I want this wind to blow me? Ooh. Ah. It gave me a hint, but I was also falling off at the same time.
Palera tikinyak tua ulimautek pak. Tigum maung ulimautek pak akhralik tuk nat kayakatahutik. Inyuk pasum malikatalo ka angulait ka ukilavlune.
Away he went with the adze as the big man shoveled the snow, creating blizzard after blizzard. However, the big man soon saw him as he grabbed the adze and ran off with it. Robert Cleveland, Nasrock. Are we being chased by a giant... a snow giant now? Also, this is a level of complexity, making us do the side-scroller to the left now instead of the right. 150 giant frosty bits, Melba, thank you! You can't stealth in here and have me not notice the bits. Although, bits from the rogues are always appreciated. All I had to do was ride this tree. This one? Not sure what I was attempting to accomplish there. Whatever it was, I did not succeed in time. I have a timer. Lovely to know. Alright, up. Things were easier to judge when I was running to the right. Switching the direction of travel in a side-scrolling platformer is very confusing. switch to the spirit fox boy. Raise up. Switch. Pull this in a little. Not all the way. Jump. Not far enough. I'm moving so slow, but it feels really tense and like I don't have time. It feels like I'm like a fast-paced like platformer section, even though it's moving in slow motion. Which to me says that they did a really good job designing it and building it. Like, you don't have to be super fast with your controls, but you do have to keep up with the game. And the game has a set timer. That was not the adjustment that was needed. Alright, switch to here. Raise these up. Like the song. The end of Kiki Boots. That I cannot sing because, well, this is Twitch. And I like my channel and don't want to lose it. But the song at the end of Kinky Boots is Raise You Up. The musical. I realize there's a movie also called Kinky Boots, and there is no song at the end of it called Raise You Up. It is the musical that I was referring to. Nope. Wait for a wind gust before jumping there. This is more like what me playing a platformer is like. Lots of dying. Can I adjust this? Up. Sideways, down, something. Go down. I don't want to go down. I'm about to die from timeout. Yep, okay. Alright. I think we have it this time. Stand to the tree branch. All the way. Hop to this platform. Wait for a giant wind gust to blow me across. Okay. He threw down his shovel, climbed up from the flat tundra, and ran after Inŋitchuŋa. But Inŋitchuŋa was too fast. Robert Cleveland, Nostrum. Oh dear. No. You're gonna make me do this backwards too? missed that jump. Oh, I forgot I could speed him up. I've been playing on hard mode the whole time by not speeding him up. No. Oh. Jeepers. Oh dear. Okay. You. Go grab the thing. You. Pull up. Once. Jump. You. Get this thing to follow. Quickly now. We don't have much time. You. Jump. Run! Off he had run with the adze in his hand. The big man chased him without catching him. Okay, ice flows now. Oh, the fishes. Run! This is surprisingly challenging to go from always running right to always running left. Go. Come on, the blizzard's getting closer! Oh, the polar bear! What? Yep. What am I supposed to do there? Bola? Getting the entire story in reverse now, which is amazing.
Di ba siya ulit utik tok ay makakawig minyon. Agalaan inyuk pa siya malakiro ka. Ukahon eh. Ulimaw tiga kaizong. Nibiyak siya karolo. Kau tau tiga ulimaw. Ipkili siya halo. Asi Miluqsaute bilugu inyuk pasugumun. Quviatsak pailluninyuk pasuk. Ilaq toqqaahuni aturraqsiruq. Kunuksaayuka haangea. Ulimautiga qaaliga. Ulakuleangea. Aniyubi isiga kisimea. Kinyak paten. Niviaqsiaqarualuk illatit qiksuq angayuqaagminyun.
The big man had seen his odds being tossed up and out the skylight, and because this made him so happy, he burst out laughing like this: Kunuksayuka Arya ha Iohi, which apparently is not the right pronunciation, but it's the best I could do. Robert Cleveland Nostruk. We do have a new insight.
Deriganyam nukatpiam uqallautiga niviaqsiaqarualuk. Ilaannin inyuuniaqaluaquvit aullangagaluaquvit aisuliquvit itqaqsaqigma. Aasiitavara tautugunaiqsuq tatpaunga taaqtuamun sillamun. Tavara tainna nasum unepkaaramaun tusaangagiga.
So we've reached the credits. I will play the insights that we unlocked at the end once they're done. Never Alone, Kisima Inŋitchuŋa, can't say it. Story inspired by Kunutsayuka as told by Robert Nostruk Cleveland with permission from his daughter. The tribal elders are thanked, the translators, cultural storytellers. James Mumigan Nagik was the narrator and did a fantastic job. The cultural ambassadors from the Insight videos. Some from the additional insights. This was a very, very good game. It came out in, I think, late 2014 is when it first came out, and it got very good reviews in 2015. And when I heard about it, I thought it was such a really good concept as a way to sort of preserve some of the stories that the elders were wanting to pass on, but the children of the tribal communities in the more urban areas of Alaska weren't really interested in sitting down and listening to the stories, which is as I was told from the videos that I watched back then, that was part of the inspiration for doing this, was to be able to engage the young people of the tribal communities in a medium that they would be more ready to engage with than just the traditional storytelling. So to translate the stories into a medium that the younger generation would be more interested in engaging with. And I think that it does that well. I think it also brings these stories to a much broader audience. It's available not just in English, but also in a variety of other languages. And by putting it out in this format, the story that we all just experienced, the Kunutsayuka story, has reached a much wider audience. I probably would not have experienced this story or been introduced to this story otherwise. All kids want to do today is play video games and watch TV instead of listen to their parents or grandparents tell stories. This is a really good way of getting those stories told. I agree. I think it was an ingenious way of doing it, and I really hope that they do some more. And I'm not a super experienced video game player. I did play like Super Mario on the original Nintendo when it first came out, and it was a very hard platformer game. But in the past few decades, I have not played a lot of platformers because they just would get too hard for me and too frustrating. This had enough challenge to have some intense moments, but it also didn't get so frustrating that I wanted to put it down. So the respawns, if I fell and died in the middle of a long sequence, like at the very end there, it didn't set me back at the beginning of that and make me go all the way through it. And if it had done that, I probably could have gotten there eventually, but I also would have lost interest and possibly put it down before I ever successfully did that. So the level of challenge was enough that I died and had to redo things a few times, but not so much that I got really discouraged and wanted to put it down. And so the level of difficulty that they put into it, while it's probably not challenging enough for some really like high level gamers who play lots of platformers or play more fast-paced games all the time, for me, who is a casual gamer mostly and doesn't do a lot of platformers, I do a lot of point and click and stuff like that, this was really approachable and gave me some good challenge while letting me actually succeed at getting through the story and really experiencing the whole story. So I appreciated that. So I know we unlocked one insight at the end there, the Inŋitchuŋa one. I thought there were 4 more to unlock, though, so I'm not sure. I'll have to see. Yes. Cultural insights. Whoops. 21 of 24 unlocked. So I missed 3 at some point along the way.
With the story of Inŋitchuŋa, told by Robert Cleveland, it's just a masterwork. It's a well-known story among the Inupiaq people, and in our case, of producing a video game that really reflects indigenous heritage. It captures the imagination, and it's something that you have a very specific kind of task to do. There's a blizzard, and it is just a non-stop blizzard that is overpowering the people, and there's one man that wants to figure it out. And in our case of the story, it's a girl that wants to find the source of that blizzard. The blizzard man, it's like that is the physical embodiment of an element of nature. And so there's a person that needs to go up and take away that's chipping away that snow.
In that community, the person least expected is the one who stands up and makes the difference.
Humility is something that we value, and where that comes from is the idea that you are not the biggest thing in the world. And when you live in an extreme environment like where the Inuit reside, you're at the whim of the environment, of the climate, of the animals. You can be as prepared as you can, by learning from your elders, but you're not the biggest force in the world.
Well, I'm gonna switch us back to the chatting screen for a minute. That is going to be the end of the playthrough that I do of this game. We did miss 3 cultural insights. I don't know exactly where those were, or how to go back and get them, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Hi, Tony. I have many hats. There is a channel redemption or channel points redemption if you redeem masks called Hat Trick, where I will change hats to a different hat. Yeah, I have quite a few hats, and they've had me change it a few times. And I will now I have to change hats twice. Let's see, what have I got? The first one, and before the end I will switch to another one. So yes, so that is going to be the end of my playthrough for Never Alone. The VOD will be there on Twitch, Tony, but then I could wear 2 hats, but I'll switch to another hat in just a minute. We might do multiple hats in the future. And then, of course, the VOD will move over to YouTube probably within a week. I don't know what I should play next week. I have a couple of options. We'll see what I decide to play. It'll be a Mystery Mischief Monday, or Mystery Mischief Monday, +1 for hats. We'll see. First, I'm gonna switch this one, and we'll do hat here. Yes, Mystery Mischief Monday. Again, next week, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and running for approximately 2 hours. Now you're gonna make me stretch. Okay. This is a hat that I got at the Renaissance Festival many, many years ago. So it's like Ren Fair garb. That's okay. I need a stretch after playing the game. But yes, I will have a game for us to play next week. I don't know what game it will be, so that will be the mystery in the Mystery Mischief. I stream again on Wednesday, starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on VTUL Studios channel, where I will be showing off materials from the International Archive of Women in Architecture Small Collections. This was the stream I had planned for last week. But I postponed because of the inauguration. So, Depeche Mode hat here. Because all of those streams kept running up against History in the Making, and I decided to just postpone for a week. So I will be sharing items from the International Archive of Women in Architecture on stream for 2 hours, Wednesday afternoon on VTUL Studios channel. And I'm just going to throw a shout out in here if you care to visit them. Aside from my archives show, we also do live role-playing games every 2 weeks on that channel based on works of literature. So there's been Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and John Berner's The Sheep Look Up, and Winnie the Pooh. So, note to the world, no big news events allowed Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then I will be streaming again here on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. where I will be playing some more Ultima 1, the first stage of Darkness, for Retro Roguery on Saturday. And may go live at some random other times. Occasionally on Tuesdays or Fridays, I will join some friends for some co-op gaming, and I may go live with that. Depends on when it's happening and how I feel at the time. So there might be random streams in the middle. If there are, you can find me on Twitch, you can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter at RoganWright, and announcements will always go out there when I'm going live. But I'm going to go ahead and find someone for us to say hello to in a raid. I do encourage everyone in an hour to head over to Q Times for the next episode of Blood of the Void, which is a Klingon Star Trek Adventures role-playing game. Eliza Pearl is the dungeon master or game master for that. And that is at Q Times. Let's see, I think I'm going to send us on a little raiding adventure over to the Painting Pirate. So when you go over there, please, if you have them, throw your hello daggers and say hello from the Rogues Gallery. Painting Pirate is currently painting miniatures. So thank you everybody for coming. Throw your daggers and say hello, and I will see you next time or in the future. Thank you everyone for stopping by.
Thank you.